what you say, I'ma do what you say. Todo lo que tú me pidas se convierte en ley, en ley. Cuando se me pega pierdo la razón, yo la toco. Haciendo el bien en tu piel, el cielo ya lo gané. Ay, amor, que tú eres santo de mi demonio.
Hi, everyone from KTV Fashion and E News. My name is Katherine, and today I am super excited because I will be joined by two amazing bachateros that I personally love. I love their chemistry, I love their authentic style, and so much passion that they show on stage. Welcome, Patrick and Johanna.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Just to start off, guys, I wanted to ask you, how did this passion for bachata begin? Or for dance in general?
I've been dancing all kinds of dance since I was like little. I was like four and a half. And then I moved to New York when I was 18 to pursue dance professionally. And then COVID hit. And the goal was, my main goal was to be on Broadway, but Broadway shut down completely during COVID. And then I met Patrick, and it just happened.
But
It just all happened.
Went to the dark place, right?
What about you, Patrick?
I started probably like in my 20s, late 20s. No, 20,
Early 20s.
yeah, early 20s, 21, right? 2021. But it has been like around 12 years already in the bachata salsa scene. But I started in Uruguay, back training in Montevideo, with my instructor Fernando Rodriguez, and he helped me a lot when I was starting. So shout out to him. And then I've been trained all the way till 2017 that I moved to the US and to pursue dance. I felt like I was 25 in Uruguay, and I felt it's like a good time to move to the US and see what's out there. And nothing. I was excited to start a new life. I left everything, came with $500, carry on, 2 change of clothes, and my passport, and that's all I had. And I started working in a metal factory, and eventually doing dance. Going to the city because I was living in Long Island in New York. I moved to New York, so I was living there, working during the week, and on the weekends going to dance. And until eventually, after COVID, we ended up meeting with Joanna, and started dancing together.
Do you guys recall the moment when you guys first met? Was it like in the dance scene, or was it out of the dance scene?
It wasn't an underground social after COVID.
It wasn't even at the social. So I was playing volleyball with friends in Brooklyn because there was literally nothing else to do during COVID. And then this guy was playing with us, and he's like, "Oh, we have a bachata social tonight. Do you guys want to come?" And I was like, "You know what? At this point, there's nothing else to do. Why not?"
Allegedly, we had a social, right?
Yeah, I go, and it was the only social that summer that Patrick didn't go to. So I didn't meet Patrick that night.
Because like parenthesis between the story there, I started teaching again outside to start bringing people back into dancing, right? And so we were hosting with few other members of the New York community. There was this like outdoor space that had like a roof but it was an outdoor thing in a restaurant. So it was kind of complicated. Pier 79, the people in New York knows. And basically start having classes and social there to slowly start bringing people back out. This was like September-ish?
September, yeah,
Yeah, was September, close to my birthday. And
so that week I danced, and I really enjoyed it. And then this guy at the end of the social is like, "You're really good. I want to train you for the Daniel Desiree team." And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking to me about, but there's nothing else to do." And there's also like all the gyms are closed. Like there's very few ways to stay in shape. And at that point I was like, I miss dancing. Why not? And so the next Saturday we meet at the same spot before the social, and we're rehearsing. And it was very intense because basically just tricks for like 3 hours on concrete. And I was like, I don't know what's happening to me.
Everything but bachata.
Yeah, and then I see this guy walk towards me, and he's kind of looking at me, but not really looking at me. And I'm looking at him for 2 reasons. One, because he's cute, and 2, because help. And then the guy that was there introduced us, and he tells Patrick, he's like, "Hey, you should dance with Joanna. She's really good." And in my mind, I'm like, I literally started a week ago.
Oh.
And
Well, he meant that she had like really good skills, right, of dancing, and then but she
but
needed work at the time.
whatever. And then we danced together, and I fell in love right away because I called my best friend literally after dancing with Patrick because I had to go on a date. Long story, but I called my best friend. I'm like, I don't know if love at first sight is a thing, but this guy, I need to see this guy again. Like, I didn't get his number, I only got his name, but I need to see him again. And I knew that he was going to be at the social. I went to my date, left the date to go take an Uber and go see Patrick.
And here we are.
Ah.
Yeah, and then after that, every single day we've been together.
Yeah, we
Oh.
dated for a week.
We haven't been separated since then.
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Just
I
when I
think,
went
the
to France
longest.
to see my
Yeah.
family, that's it.
But we dated for a week. We got in a relationship. I took my 2 weeks of work. Stayed with her in the city. She had like a tiny apartment, like it was like literally a
A
shoebox.
shoebox.
But it was like a sweet shoebox, right? And then I stayed there for 2 weeks, and after that, that will be the third week of being together. And we found an apartment, a sublet, and we
We
moved
moved in
into
together.
Manhattan. And
I made him quit his job in Long Island, and then we went full
Yeah.
on dancing.
we had like after paying everything, I think we had like $600 left in the bank account, and
That's
we
it.
wanted to dance, and we started dancing like full out and privates, and then studios started opening again. So we started classes with Central Movement and everything. So yeah, we started teaching again everything, and
That was
we're
it.
here.
Ah, that's so
Very-
cute. I have officially melted. So cute. Ah,
Well, when we think about it, we're always saying how it's so.
the
It's
most
like the typical movie, the ballerina that moved to the US, met the Latino that dances on the ground, and then just like
Yeah,
180.
it's like the next step up movie script, right? Like,
oh yeah,
do you
yes,
want to bachata, right?
please. Yes,
But
I love
we found
that.
it here.
Let's
I
do
found
it.
it
Let's
funny.
make a movie. Step up
Yeah.
bachata version. Let's do it with
Let's do
Patrick
it.
and Joanna. You guys recently started your online dance school, Bachata Fuse. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
So
So we thought about doing an online school 2 years ago already, and we had all the material shot, but it didn't feel like it was enough. Like we felt like, okay, we give people a bunch of pre-recorded classes, but like is that enough? Is that it? Like what's the point of this online school if all we're giving to people is pre-recorded videos?
for us, like again, like we wanted to bring the community aspect that we have on the real world, right? On the bachata scene, that community aspect, we wanted to bring it online too, because for us, that didn't felt enough. Just like, oh, take my video, give me your money, and that's it, right? So we wanted that alone is not gonna help you grow because again, consistency, commitment, and everything. Unless you're very, very consistent, very committed, and you really want to make it through, most of the people don't watch the videos or like buy them and never use them and stuff like that. So we wanted to have that community aspect that's gonna help us be a little more hands-on with our students. So basically, in the community, what we have is our whole syllabus completely. Like we're still recording some stuff because again, it's a lot of material. So it's just the two of us. We're doing all the shooting, the editing, posting. So everything is done by us. So we're still finalizing some stuff. But basically, where we're putting this our whole syllabus pre-recorded from like beginner to advanced like the artist level. No, like we're looking you guys to get as good as we are or better. And then we have also Zoom classes that we do 2 Zoom classes a month, 1 master class, and then we have every Sunday we have hangouts that we do because a lot of stuff on the dance is not just the training on itself, it's also learning how to like discussing it and learning how to learning how to think about different things, right? And so we add so much content basically on not just pre-recorded content. That is a course that you can follow through, and it's like classes between 5 to 15 minutes, so are easy to watch. And even if you have 15-20 minutes, you can still watch through. Like maybe I have 20 minutes today, I watch one video, put some practice, so you can keep up like the training and the consistency. But also like all the live classes, so we can be more hands-on with you. And we have the community that people basically post the homework. Basically, they do homework from the pre-recorded classes, and we give them feedback. So and every videos, and people post like 4 or 5 videos a day, and we give them feedback right there, usually within the day. And yeah, and it's the closest to have taking privates with us, just for like the subscription of like that you probably spend the same money on coffee a week, you know?
Yeah, we wanted that people they actually get to learn from us. It's not just the videos, it's like you get to
Right.
talk to us, get feedback. If you have questions, you can reach out to us. Like we wanted to have like the aspect of a
Like a
community,
school, like a
but reachable online, because it's not everybody's in Houston with us. So yeah, once we find the perfect platform for us, it was it. And then
yeah, and now like basically bringing that feeling of like a normal dance school but online. And right now we have like close to 50 people. It's our third month. We're finishing our third month, and we're close to 50 people. So we have like an amazing community. And now we are doing our first training. That's gonna be in Houston, uh, just for members of the community. And we're trying to make it very affordable, so people can get to meet each other and train. And yeah, we have like around 20 people there already are gonna fly in and train with us. But we wanna do a training slightly different. It's not gonna be like just classes like the normal workshops that you get in Congress and stuff. It's gonna be training like different training. It's gonna be really nice. We're trying to really find a little bit. That's also something that we're trying to do with our teaching in the upcoming years, that we're redefining some stuff. And on the school, basically we wanna change the way we learn bachata, because basically social dance is an improvised.
it's an improvisation.
It's an improvisation, right? Like we meet somebody, connect, and we have a conversation through dance, right? And but we're learning that learning choreographies in class, because people teach patterns or like different like sequences, and there's not enough technique in some of the classes. It's more like eights. It's like, okay, now do this turn and come break and boom. So people are thinking in patterns, and that's limiting the growth
As a
of
social
the
dancer.
students. Yeah, of the students as a social dancer, because you're not learning how to improvise. That's an improvised skill. So we are building a different way of teaching social dance, and that's our next big project right now. Like we're gonna do some testing already with our students, and we are already doing
I
it.
mean, we've already been testing
Yeah.
that method for
The
like a
master
year
classes.
in privates, because all of our privates in Houston, we don't teach any patterns. We only
Yeah.
do exercises to practice technique and social dancing, but we don't do any patterns, and it's worked really good. But now we wanted to see, can we actually do that in a group setting? Because in the privates it's easy, it's one person and then you can focus entirely on them. But if we're in a group setting, how can we apply the same method?
We did it. We also did it in the men's styling class that I have, and we're gonna be in Orlando, and then we're gonna start adding that approach to the master class that we're gonna have in Miami now.
Mhm.
We're gonna do the first test of that, like on a bigger group and bigger scale, and we're super excited about it, because I think it's gonna be very helpful for people to start thinking that way. And the idea is, like, again, our whole motto is like helping dancers succeed, right? Like teaching or social dancing or whatever they want to do, giving the tools to succeed at whatever they want to do.
Nice. So, like you guys saw on Instagram, I did a story and I asked all your followers to leave questions for you guys. And I wanted to ask you a couple questions that I have here. If you weren't dancers, what would you do as a career?
Wow. So before dancing, I was planning to be a concept artist for video games and stuff. I love anime. I'm a weeb, guys. A lot of people don't know it, but I'm a nerd. Like, I love anime, playing video games and everything. Um, and yeah, I wanted to be a concept artist for like video games or like different things, right? Like movies, and basically you design different characters or environments for movies and stuff, like Avatar, or like video games that you design new characters and stuff like that. And if not, I would say like I do a lot of photo and video. I like photo and video. That's the problem that I always had in my life. That's why I like a lot of stuff, and I like to get really good at a lot of stuff. Now I'm on like doing some 3D modeling, and I want to start 3D printing and painting my own like miniatures. I like DJing, like I don't know, I like a lot of stuff. So whatever I feel at the moment, I think.
I mean, I would say I was considering a modeling career at some point. If dance didn't work out, and then if not, costume design. I love making costumes. I make all of our performance costume.
Wow. Are you
And
serious?
that's actually yeah.
All
That's
of it.
actually what I want to do when I stop dancing, when I retire completely from dancing.
Stop dancing.
Like when we don't
more
actively
studio,
teach
maybe.
or like no, but like when we're 50, 60, we're not.
Mhm.
Like later in life, I really wanna. I think I want to do full-time costumes.
Wow. I did not know you designed. Wow.
Yeah, I really
Do you
enjoy it.
draw and do you sew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do everything.
Wow. Where did you learn?
I mean, I learned in France because it's always like my mom used to like help me fix my costumes or my tights or things. So that's when I learned how to sew, and then I got the opportunity to do like an internship at Kenzo, the fashion brand. I did like a 5 week intensive there where I got to see like the creative floor and all the machines and how they really like design things, and I fell in love with it. And then just me because like costumes are very expensive, and I don't want to pay someone to do it if in the end I'm not 100% convinced. So I
And
like to
then
be
the-
part,
the-
yeah. I like to be part of the process and actually being able to pick and choose. Do I want to modify this, and do I want to do it this way? And
The problem is like we have a vision, right, of what we want to do, but then we realized that the vision maybe didn't look as good as we thought that it was gonna look, and so we changed it, and so it's better if we do it.
I don't want
do
to
it at
waste
home.
someone else's time. I just rather do it myself.
Yeah.
So guys, so for the last part of the interview, I always like to do like little games with the people that I interview. The game is called Most Likely To, but couples edition, since you guys are married. So basically, I'm gonna say a who's most likely to question, and you guys are just gonna point which person do you think it is. Ready?
Okay.
Let's go. For sure, her.
Uh, who's most likely to pretend they're listening, but is totally daydreaming?
I'm the opposite. I pretend that I'm not listening, but I listen to everything you said.
The problem is he will say something that is triggering a thought, and then I lose my train of
She's
thought.
like gone.
I
That's it.
just
Out of space.
He's zoned out. Who is most likely to pack way too much for a weekend trip?
I hate packing. She does all.
no. He loves to have options. He likes to have options. Me, I will plan all my outfits and stick to it, but him, he needs options.
The thing is, I go with the flow, right? So
Yeah.
it's like maybe right now you ask me what I want to wear. I want to wear this, but then the moment comes, like shit, I don't want to wear that. It's like, so yeah, I need to figure it out.
So you're the one with the big luggage, Patrick. You're the
Yep.
one. Who's most likely to randomly start dancing in the kitchen?
Okay.
I will talk to him and start dancing. I just
yeah.
like
I'm not in the kitchen enough.
or or even when we watch, he'll show me a dance video, and as I'm watching the dance video, I'm like
for me when I'm thinking and I go to like completely in my head, my body start dancing automatically. But like it's just like the default is dancing.
Okay, so who is most likely to secretly eat the last snack and blame the other?
For sure.
But to be fair, he doesn't eat a lot of snack. I eat all the snacks all the time. So
She buys snacks for herself.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
What's your favorite snack?
right now I'm really into macaroons.
Oh,
French for you.
okay.
I don't know. I just
I don't know
found
what tells me that.
Who's most likely to fall asleep first after a long day of dancing?
Joanna falls asleep, period, more than everybody else.
okay.
So one time,
Okay.
no. Okay, no. One time, first Congress in Orlando that we were talking about today. We were doing because again we socialized till like 7 a.m. Then we had a little meeting till like 7:30. We went to sleep at 8:30. Anna was calling us because the volunteers didn't show up in the morning. So we slept like about like 30-40 minutes, and we had to run downstairs to take care of the door, right? Because like there was no volunteer. So we had to get COVID tested, go to the door. So we were there till noon. After that, we had workshops. After that, we were running tech. And at the end of the tech, we had to debut, right? But while I was running tech, she fell asleep in front of a speaker with
Oh,
people
what?
running. And during the Daniel Desert Congress, nobody could find me, and I was like on the stage. There was a table with a like fabric, right? And I was watching the class, and I fell asleep under the table there with the like 200 people, 300 people like in the
Wow.
class, and I was like this on stage. Nobody saw me because under inside the fabric, but like yeah, I was out.
No, I mean,
You're
after a long day, Patrick can stay awake longer than me, but when he's exhausted, he will die in 20 seconds. Me, I like to sleep, but I need a little longer to fall asleep.
Yeah, I push it till I cannot push
Yeah.
anymore. Like I'm talking with you, and then if I haven't sleep much, I start talking the sentence, like start like saying my sentence, and then start passing out.
But it's also different. Like Patrick will go to bed later and wake up later, and I'll go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. So like we sleep similar amount, but I'll
Wake up.
well, I wake up at 7:30. You go run tech. You want to do that? No, I wake up before. I wake up before
Force.
definitely.
So for the last question is, who is most likely to throw in a move last minute and just say, follow me?
Oh, me for sure. That's me. Yeah.
I would say depends on the song. If I like the song more than him, then I will go a little crazy. This one really depends.
Fair.
It's 50-50
fair.
because
Yeah.
we're both very, very creative.
The thing is that we both have a lot to say during the dance, right?
Yeah.
Like how we want to express. So some of the demos that people really love is just us fighting to see who's gonna do. Like I want to do a specific move, but then she wants to do something else. So we're like trying to like, no, it's my turn.
I mean, now is good. Like the first at the
We
beginning,
find a good balance.
the first year, the first 2 years for us, demos were really hard because we were struggling to find the balance between who's gonna get creative when, and now we find like something that works for us. But then it really depends. Like if I feel like he's really into the song, I just give him the space.
Yeah.
To do whatever.
Usually that's kind of like the trick. Is like if I more into the song and if I like the song more, she gives me more space to talk. Let's say. And maybe the days I'm not that inspired because maybe the song is not inspiring or for me, right? But like she really likes it, then I give her more space to.
But the thing also with Patrick is like, let's say he's not inspired by something. If I do something and he gets inspired by it, he'll come up with it on the spot. So it's also with Patrick, I need to provide something that inspires him, and then it will give him a kickoff.
It gives me food for like,
Yeah.
okay, from here, but cool. Now I have something. Boom.
So I would say both. We're both
Yeah, it depends when.
Yeah.
No. So thank you guys so much for your time today and for answering all my questions. It was so fun getting to know you guys a little more. And I'm sure that everyone that watches this interview is going to leave even more in love with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for the dances in Orlando. We'll have more in Miami.
Yes.
Yes, please.
We're super happy that we're able to like talk with you and like we finally made it happen. We have been trying to make it happen for a while. But yeah, we're like super happy to share a little more what we do and what our views on the dance work. But yeah, super happy to be here.
Awesome. So we'll see you guys in Miami. Thank you. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.